If you give me 8 minutes, I will get you into the best shape of your life if you take action on it. The first thing you need to do is clean up your diet. You likely wake up, have cereal for breakfast. Then once you've had that sugary cereal, which is destroying your energy levels and hormones, then you move on to having chocolate and crisps at lunch, and then for dinner, you likely have a pizza or a takeaway. You are stopping yourself from getting into good shape by eating like that. Those foods are not going to allow you to build much muscle, lose much fat, feel good in your life, and have high energy levels, mood levels. The real foods that are going to allow you to have high energy levels, lose fat, gain muscle are the whole foods. Now, what I mean by this is the whole foods that come from the earth, the foods that are one ingredient, that come from the environment, that don't look artificially processed. So, for example, when you look at a Pop-Tart, it looks really processed, doesn't it? It looks like it's made in a factory. But if you go look at a chicken breast, it doesn't. It actually looks like real food. Or if you look at an egg, it looks like a real food. So you want to be eating the foods that actually come from the earth, the whole foods, the meat, the eggs, the fruit, the vegetables, the fish, whatever. Eat those foods and you will genuinely get in good shape. So many people are pussies about their diet. You know what? It's okay. You don't have to eat these real foods. How about you just, lose weight, be in a calorie deficit, but you can eat, whatever food you want. What are you talking about, you prick? If you want to look good, get the aesthetic body, get in the best shape of your life, you're going to need to pattern up your diet. But you don't have to 100% eat clean all the time. I understand. Me, myself, I don't eat 100% clean all the time. I actually had McDonald's breakfast yesterday. So as you can tell, I don't have a 100% clean diet, but 80% of the time I have a clean diet because I understand that having those foods is what is going to give me more muscle mass, make me feel better, allow me to get and stay lean. You are likely eating those junk foods, sweet treats, 80% of the time, instead of 20% of the time having them, which is what you should be doing. I don't care if you've heard other people talk about the carnivore diet, the keto diet, whatever other stupid diets are there. Just get onto the diet that consists of the foods that your body is biologically designed to eat. Your body is not biologically designed to be able to digest Pop-Tarts and sugary cereals. It is designed to digest foods like chicken, like eggs, like berries. Those types of foods are what you should be eating. Also, those foods are going to allow you to put on more muscle because they're usually high in protein. But if you want to get in the best shape of your life, you're going to have to train well as well. So many people train in such weird, stupid ways. The best way to build muscle is through weightlifting. Using weights to place tension on the muscle is what is going to break down the muscle fibers and allow muscle growth. Get yourself into the gym. Maybe go 3 days a week. That is it. You don't even need to go any more than that. I go 6 days a week. That's because I'm a bit obsessed. I'm a bit weird. And to be honest, I'm a virgin. So you should be going 3 times a week at least. Just a disclaimer, in the description, there is my full aesthetic body course. And it goes into everything like this in a lot more detail. That is going to allow you to put on muscle, lose fat, and genuinely allow you to improve your physique. If you just do the diet and have the clean diet, your physique can start to look a bit better. But we want to be putting on that muscle mass as much as we can. So we need to get ourselves into the gym. We need to train properly. You can just go 3 times a week, do push-pull legs. So do push day, you do chest, you do shoulders. Pull day, you do back and biceps. On the last day, you do legs and you just hit hamstrings, quads and glutes. And that's all you need to do 3 times a week. The other days you rest and recover. If you do that, you will put on a lot of muscle mass, but you have to make sure you're training hard. So many people go to the gym and don't make progress and they are wondering why. Well, it's because you're not training hard enough or your diet is really bad. So train hard, train to failure. Make sure you're progressively overloading so you're constantly adding weight to your exercises. So say 1 week you're doing 90 kg bench press, which is really impressive. The next week you should try do 92.5. The next week 95, etc, etc, etc. So over time you increase that weight. If you get stronger, you're usually putting on more muscle. Usually, there's some cases where that's not true, but there is that correlative relationship. So make sure your training is good. Make sure you're training hard. Make sure you're training at least 3 times a week. And those 2 things alone is genuinely what is going to get you into the best shape of your life. If you just clean up your diet, for God's sake, your diet is shit. You literally eat whatever you want. Where's the discipline? Go and eat the real whole foods. Stop eating the stupid foods that you're constantly eating every day. Just stop. Stop eating that stupid food, the Doritos, the chocolate, whatever. Yes, you can have that sometimes, but please, for the love of God, start eating real whole foods so you can actually feel good, so you can actually look in the mirror and say, you know what, my physique looks really good today. You can't do that if you're eating them stupid foods 100% of the time, which you likely are. So start eating the real whole foods at least 80% of the time. If you can more, do so, but sometimes that becomes too restrictive. Allow yourself 20% of fun. That's okay. But then you need to add on top of that, going to the gym, weightlifting, going hard in the gym, training to failure, or if you're a pussy, one-off failure. And then just make sure you're getting good sleep. Make sure if you're really skinny, you bulk up a little bit, cut down. These are just the small things that, you can do. Make sure your form is really good in the gym. If your form is bad, there's no point in doing the exercise because you won't be hitting the muscle group. So if you don't know how to do a form of an exercise, watch other people do it or go and watch a tutorial on YouTube. It literally takes 10 seconds. I had to do that at the start of my gym. I was like this 12-year-old kid in the gym. I didn't know how to do exercise. So I just searched up, Jeff Nippard came up. I just listened to him. And then, it worked out well, clearly. Double the size of your head, lad. Anyway, so yeah, truth is, I've just given you so much value in 8 minutes, and that alone can get you into the best shape of your life. But you are the one who needs to take action on this. You are the one who needs to go ahead and actually make the progress. I'm not the one who can lift the weights for you. I bet you wish I could. But no, you have to do it yourself, okay? You are the one who has to make the progress. No one else is going to do it for you. It's your journey. And it's what is going to make you a better person and make you more confident, more happy. You're going to live for longer, be more healthy. And, there's so many benefits I could go into. But the truth is, if you just trust me, you listen to me, you clean up your diet, you train hard, you will get into the best shape of your life. You don't need to know all this other small little things that people will tell you about. If you genuinely have them two components, you will get into shape. Simple as that. And when you're in your diet, try find out your calorie maintenance and then track your calories, because that is the best thing you could possibly do. Track your macros, make sure you get high protein, track your calories, making sure you're in your calorie maintenance if you want to stay the same weight, or if you're in a calorie deficit, go 300 calories underneath that maintenance or 500 calories underneath it. And if you want to bulk up, gain weight, go over 300 to 500, your maintenance. So that is how you get into the best shape of your life. You can either click on to next video and basically never make progress, or you could genuinely start to take action. The next meal you have today, go and change it into a nicer meal, into a better meal for you. Or you can continue to look shit and, never have the physique you want. And you know what? If that's you, you deserve to have that bad physique because you have no integrity about you. You are basically a loser. So go and change your physique, okay? Go and change how you look at yourself in the mirror, because that is going to have the biggest benefit of your life so far.